What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So right here we have the G35 that is supposed to be the new Daily G. This is the one that had a blown rev up motor in it, and we swapped it out to a non-rev up. Shout out to Rudy Precision Auto Works for helping me out with that. Today's video, what we're gonna be doing is putting this G on coilovers. So today's video is sponsored by MaxPeeding rods. So shout out to them. They sent me a brand new set of coilovers to throw onto the G. Eventually we may or may not go air suspension, but for now you can't say no to coilovers. So we got keys, you guys can see little actual 3D badge as well. And then we have the brand new coilovers, as you guys can see that. I know what you guys think, MaxPeeding rods, coilovers. You've heard mixed reviews, but so these are definitely going to be their new and improved coilover sets, and it'll be going on this G. And since we're going to be slamming the car, the wheels that were on Ruby, we're going to be putting them on this car. I already put them on this side just to test it out to see how it would look, and look at that. So definitely hoping we could get these to fit. If when we slam it, we get some natural camber. If not, I got some camber arms that we could slap on to make this thing work. I do have the fender roller as well, if needed, just to get the rears to fit. We are also, today, we're gonna be wrapping the hood and the skirts in black, just so I can have the whole car in one color for now. Because I do want to make some content with the car all blacked out. All right, so right here we have the front coilovers. As you guys can see, these look way better quality than the ones they had first sent. Adjustable dampening on the top. This billet little top hat. Way nicer than the first set that we put on JD's twin turbo G years ago. So these are definitely a huge upgrade from what they had back in the day. So can't wait to throw these on the car. So let's get started. So we got the car up. You can see non-rev up DE motor, but in order to get the original struts out, basically you just have to remove these 3 bolts right here, and then you have to remove the sway bar to kind of let all this come down. This whole assembly comes down. That way you have a little more play to get the shocks out. And then all you have to do is just remove this bolt right here, and the whole assembly comes right out. So let's get to it. I knew it. I knew it.
Helps the speaker lead his audience into the scene he describes by creating an imaginary picture. Usually it's something that moves.
Alright, so front coilovers are done. Rears are finally installed. I just put the wheels back on. You guys can see in here. Got the springs, got the struts. So right now I'm gonna lower the car for the first time just to see, make sure the wheel's clear. So you guys can see on the front, we basically have almost perfect clearance, but we have yet to drive the car to make sure the clearance is actually fine. This wheel, this tire on this side is a little bit wider. It's mismatched wheels. We are going to be putting new tires on these wheels anyways because they're all over the place. So I think that one's a 225 35 19. This is a 225 40 19. Rears are 235 40 19. So mismatched tires, 225. See, like they're all mismatched. Yeah, so that one's a 225. I think the one on this side is a 235. See, 235 35 19. That's the tire size we do need. And on this side we have 225 40 19. So mismatched tires all around. All right, got the car lowered now. Pretty sure we're gonna have to go a little bit up on this front just because that looks like it's way too low. It's a little tiny bit higher on this side, but I'm not sure if it has to do with the tire sizes, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. See if we can get a quick little drive around the block. Yo, that's it. You're done. You're done, so. Alright, so as you guys just saw, car is low now, but this passenger front keeps rubbing. So right now we're gonna raise this side a little bit more and then we should be able to clear. All right, so car's back in the shop. I just polished the headlights and sanded down the hood just to smooth it out. I'm gonna wrap the hood in glossy black real quick just to kind of complete more of the look of the car. If I have time, we'll do the skirts, but we're gonna be heading to the gym soon with George, and I think I'm gonna try to knock out the hood as quickly as possible before we head out. All right, basically first drive with the G, with the coilovers, wheels, slant. You guys can hear that passenger side still scraping a little bit. More because, like I said, it has a bigger tire size on that side than it does on the driver side. Haven't heard a single scrape, so we're doing fine there. But heading over to the gym, we should be able to make it just fine. All right, guys, so it is the next day after putting the coilovers and the wheels on. So you guys can see we color match the hood and the skirts. We did that right before we headed out to the gym yesterday. So we knocked out the hood, and then after the gym, I came back and I wrapped the skirts just to have the whole entire car all blacked out. Look at that. So the whole car is now black. Wheels and slammed on the coilovers. So on our way back from the gym yesterday, the wheel kept rubbing really bad in this little area right here, because when you turn, I guess the tire caught the inner fender part and bent it outward. So I had to jack the car back up. I raised the car again. The tire's tucked in, so we got no wheel gap on that, so that's perfect. And the little flap that was right here that got bent outward, I bent it. Normally it was straight, but now it's bent up into the fender, so we shouldn't have any more issues. We took it out for another drive yesterday just to make sure we were done with the rubbing issues, and now we're perfectly fine. I love the way the car sits right now. It's not too low, but pretty good. And now all blacked out in one color. The car looks amazing. Look at that. I even gave the headlights a quick polish just to kind of bring them back a little bit. So since the car is now on coilovers and it's registered, I can now be able to drive this thing around. So I will give you guys an update later on how this car drives. Even in the hardest setting, I had just the coils, the dampening to the hardest setting, and it still rides pretty smooth. It's not bouncy like the first set of coilovers they had sent me years ago, and this new set definitely drives a lot better. Coilover says about $450. They sent me a link. Use my discount code EddieMaya for 10% off as well. But I'd say give it a shot. Cheapest way to lower your car without, breaking the bank. Tons of adjustability. You could literally raise the car up to stock height or slam it down to even how I had it when the fender was literally almost touching the lip. So that's how much adjustability you have. So far, I haven't had any issues, but like I said, I'll give you guys another update as I go about it driving this car around. So for now, I'm gonna end this video, guys, right here. The next video, we're gonna be getting new tires. Probably gonna put camber arms, front and rear camber arms, and we're also going to be taking it in for alignment. I'm probably going to take it in for alignment today right now because it does have a ton of toe in the back and I need to fix that. So new tires, alignment, and maybe front and rear camber arms going on in the next video. But again, thank you guys for always supporting the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.